Once I've done the initial first cut of a panel, although it looks absolutely beautiful, when you have a look that you've got the initial light swirling off, that's when you can start seeing the deep scratches. Now these scratches take a lot more removal than really what a two-stage polish would remove, and this is the reason I don't really do two-stage polishing, is because you've got to cut deeper using coarser compounds. I'm sure you can see these marks. You've got to cut them deeper to get those out, and then you need to refine it again, which will take another 2 stages at least. So this is why these jobs appear to take a long time. It's not, yes, perhaps I am a bit slow at my age, but I'm not that slow. It's because we want to do every job as best we can and remove as much as we can, and it does take time. But you can see I have got some out from here already. There was some grazing that I'm going to have to get out, and this has actually grazed down something. But you can see the sort of thing that sort of slows the job down. You know, this could take an hour to remove them, you know, and you imagine that panel that I'm doing probably only a foot square, and that's why it takes time. But I'm going to see how much of this I can remove. I'm not saying I'll be able to remove all of it, but I'm sure I'll make it a damn sight better than that. I just thought I'd give you a bird's eye view of, you know, after an initial sort of medium cut, you can see the wood for the trees. So I'm going to get on with this now, and I'll show you a little bit later. Right then, here we go. Well, I've been having a go at this lip that you saw earlier, and now I've used 1-inch rotary. I've taped up off the edge, and the reason being is because the paint readings are so low on the whole of this rear of the car. I've had to presume that the plastics have been really well lent on as well, so I don't want to compromise the edges, so I've masked the edge of the like the continuation of the wing lip, you know, that runs across here. So I've taped that off so that we don't go through the edge, and use the 1-inch rotary to cut some of the deeper scratches out. I'm now going to remove the tape and give it a another very light cut, which will include the lip as well, so that I can finish off. You know, I've been getting the scratches out of this. I mean, you can see some scratching there, but that's off the microfiber, so that'll be finished off shortly. And you can see the white marks from the microfiber on here, but the deep scratching is now minimal. I can't get any more out than I have, so I'm going to pull the tape off and give it a finishing, and then I'll show you the whole of this panel when it's finished. Right, I'll see you shortly. Okay, thought I'd show the finished item. As you can see, there's still one deep scratch right on the lip, and I don't want to compromise the edge, so unfortunately that's got to stop. But very happy with the outcome on that, and I've started on the rear quarter this side, and so far that's coming up okay as well. There's some deep scratching over here, which if I can actually, yeah, I'm just working on trying to remove those scratches just there. I must get better with my camera skills, but anyway, I'm sure you could see. And there's one just over here, so I'm just working very, very lightly, but you can see the colours in the metallic, all the different colours now coming out. Looks beautiful. Okay, I'm gonna crack on. There it is, I managed to capture it. There you go. Right then, I'll carry on with the polishing, and I'll see you a little bit later. I've got the top of the rear quarter panel as good as I can get it, and I'm just moving down onto this, I suppose the plastic that runs down in front of the wheel, and as you can see, we've got some bad scratches to deal with. Don't know whether I can get them out, but just like the rear of the quarter, we've got some bad stuff to deal with. Let's get the light on it better so you can see. Now I'm going to see what we can do with it. So I'll see you in a bit. Well, I've just finished doing this lower panel, and there is obviously them scratches, and I can't get all the scratch out, but I've managed to get virtually everything else that was in the panel out. It's just a shame that that's a little bit too deep for me to even try flatting it, but other than that, there's some bad scratching up this edge of the wheel arch. Managed to get all them out, so I'm pretty pleased. It's you know, by the time this goes outside, you probably won't even notice that scratch. You know, from this distance, you know, it's not standing out like it did before. So now I've also done this panel. That looked like it needs to wipe down, but that's PPF'd, and then I'm going to start on this door and start getting that in shape. But the worst for me is over with the really low paint readings on the rear end. It's been a long-winded way of polishing it, but it was the safest way, or I felt it was the safest way, and obviously by refining, the finish has come up really nice. So I need to try and get these panels looking the same. So I shall be starting this door next. So I'll show you this a bit later. So there we go. So thanks for watching these. Appreciate it. And I'll see you on the next one. That looks like it's in better days, so we'll have to do something with that as well. Like we have the back. This car's got more grills than B&Q's barbecue section. It's exercise for the fingers. Right, so I'm going to get on and start polishing this lot. See you later. I'm working along the door, and unfortunately we've got a few big scratches. Looks like a dog's jumped up the panel. You can see, well, I've just wet flatted one there, so I'm going to see how that comes out. I've got enough paint, I think, to do it. So, but they are quite bad and quite big. I can't leave them on, and the fact that you could see them that clear means they're deep. So I'm going to see what I can do with them. And I think that's about the worst damage left to do on the car. So don't let your dogs jump up the panels, will you? The dog don't know that he's doing anything wrong. But look at that one, goes all the way down the panel. Right, I'm going to carry on.